you are a first-time home buyer and you are so excited about this process, and you should be. Of course, come on, you're about to fulfill one of your biggest dreams, to own your own temple for you, maybe for your family, maybe for your kids, maybe for your destiny. You're about to buy something that is actually yours, that you can repair, and it will give you something back: protection, security, stability, a place for building your empire, to vivify your dreams and hopes and legacy. A place that hopefully, if you are in an active market as in Miami, Florida, where I am helping people like you to buy their first home, your asset, your house, your home will appreciate in value. And if someday you want to sell it, you will earn money to go to a bigger one or to do something else in your life, because although it's a home, also is an investment. You are doing an intelligent move. You are doing the best that you can do in this stage, in this perfect time in your life, and you are all excited, but at the same time, you are afraid. You are doubtful. You're a little bit scared, a little bit anxious, because it is unknown, this process for you. You have never done it before. And it is not like going to the store and buying a pen, right? It's more difficult than that. There's a lot of processes. Maybe you have been reading a little bit of online and you say, oh my God, this step, this another step, financing, a loan, a mortgage, a title, negotiations, offer, real estate agents. Oh my God, this is kind of too much. And this bring anxiety to the process. And let me tell you something, this is all normal. This is all normal. And you're watching this video because you want to gain the most important factor of buying a home successfully, and that is to have clarity in this process. If you are clear, if you have certainty, if you have clarity, this process will be a lot easier. And I'm an expert in bringing this clarity because I'm an expert in both psychology and real estate transactions. And in this video, you will learn, at least from my perspective and from my angle, what exactly you need to become a successful first-time home buyer in my market, Florida, Miami, but it applies to most markets. They are kind of similar. Okay. So my name is Dr. Derek Israel, and I'm a realtor here in Miami, Florida, affiliated at this moment with Coldwell Banker. I have a PhD on clinical psychology, and also I have my license here to conduct business in real estate in Florida. So I help people like you to buy their first house, their first home. And in this video, I will give you a short presentation. I will share my screen for you to understand exactly, if you work with me or with another realtor, how more and less this process will be, what you can expect, for you to have more clarity, as I told you, and for you to be more confident in this process, more prepared economically, psychologically, and spiritually to be successful. As I told you, right now I am affiliated with Coldwell Banker. This is one of the best brands, if not the best, in the United States in facilitating real estate transactions. With so many years in the business that I lost count on how many years Coldwell Banker have been helping people. And they are my broker, and they will be your team as well if you decide that I am your realtor. Okay? Perfect. So a little bit about me. As I already told you, I have a PhD in psychology. I have been helping people to transform their lives in the last 10 years. But now I'm adding a new business into my career, and this is the real estate business. So now I help people to transform their lives as well, but with a home buying process and adding a house to their arsenal of transformation. Because when we are talking about buying a house, we're not talking only about buying a material asset, although of course is that, but it's more than that. It's about evolving, growing in your life. It's a huge step. Most of the time, it's the biggest investment that you will do in your life. So of course you want a realtor that can help you emotionally, that can understand your psychology, that can understand your stress, and that can help you to navigate these normal emotions that you will encounter in this awesome adventure of fulfilling your dream of home ownership. So that's why I'm the perfect professional for this job. Also, I must say that 100,000 people follow my brand on all social media. So a lot of people in this world already trust Dr. Derek Israel in the different services that I provided, and you can trust me as well in your first time home buying process. All my information will be in the description. So if you want to hire me for this job, you will be able to contact me or my team to make it done. Okay. So very important. This is where your search begins. It's a multi-step process. I will go step by step. And hey, a lot of these things are very complicated, and I will keep it simple because I just want this video for you to inform you. And when we meet one-on-one, if you decide, you can come with questions and I can explain further each step if you want it. But at the end of the day, what I'm here for is to make it very simple for you and to make this process of buying a home enjoyable for you. The less stress as possible, stressful as possible for you. Of course, we will have a little bit of stress. Every big decision brings tension, but my value here is to make sure that you can enjoy this process while preserving your interests and making possible for you to have a great deal, to pay something that is worth it, to pay it at least as possible, and to have as much value as possible. That's the value that I bring to the real estate transaction for you to buy a house, your home, your new home. And the benefit that I provide as well is that I can provide you a full service because I am affiliated with Coldwell Banker. We have lenders, we have title companies, we have realtors, of course, brokers, supervisors, legal team, marketing team. So if you go with me as your realtor, you are having the whole package in one decision. And I love that. Really, I do. When I am the client, I just want to one solution, package. I don't want to go here and then there. No, I want you, I hired you. I want the whole package organized, synergized, and working for me. And I know that you are probably the same. So where we begin in this home purchase process? Look, very easy. We begin here in this presentation. You with me, you with your realtor, establishing rapport, establishing trust, and very, very important for you to explore if you click with me, with your realtor. If you don't click, if something is woo-woo, if something is kind of weird, hey, don't go with that realtor. If you don't like my accent, don't go with me. If you don't like my style, don't go with me. Take the value of this video, go with another one. Because if we don't click, probably we are not gonna win. So make sure that you like that guy, you like that woman. Because probably the next few months, you will speak almost every day. So you want to speak with someone that you like. So after you have this presentation, you kind of know these processes, these steps, and you have a realtor in your side representing you. Most of the time, this is the next steps, okay? You obtain a mortgage pre-approval. This is the next big step. And why is that? And why this is important? This is so important because this will give you the information of how much can be the price of the house that you will buy. If you don't have the money cash, right? And most buyers doesn't have all the money cash. So if you need to make a loan with a lender, it may be a FHA, federal housing loan. It can be a private loan. You need to be pre-approved first by them in order for you to know an estimation of how much they will give you a loan, for you to know what type of properties in what price range you can offer to buy. Now, this money part, the realtor or myself, I am not an expert in this part, right? So everything that is money related will be with your lender. I will not check your credit. I will not check your saving accounts, your income to loans or to debt ratio. I'm not an expert in that. The lender is the expert in that. The lender will check everything for you, will ask you all of those questions, and you need to provide evidence and documentation for them to calculate based on your financial health how much they can lend you to buy your property, okay? And every money question will be with them. Of course, me as your realtor, I will establish communication with them. We are a team, and I have my own lender teammate. I can provide you that. But as well, you are free to go in your own and find your provider. I always recommend my client at least 2 different opinions. Go with the one that I'm suggesting and go with one that you find by yourself. And different providers may give you different estimates, okay? So the next step is that you will discuss your needs, your home needs with me and what you want, your desire. You will discuss your dream with me. And this is very important because I need to understand your mind and your heart. Because at the end of the day, I will go there into the market and I will conquer. I'm a conqueror. That's how I do business in life. So when I'm going to the market to conquer something for my clients, I want to know their dream. I want that energy. It's not only a material transaction for me. This is a spiritual endeavor. This is a spiritual adventure for me and for you as well. So what exactly you visualize for your life? And that house may be a medium, a bridge, a temple for that. You will tell me that. You will tell me the features. You will tell me what is your preferred location. You will tell me all the details. And we will find that almost perfect house for you. Almost. There's no perfect house in the market. And if you want your perfect house, you need to build it from scratch. And that's a lot of money. But in the market, probably we will find something very similar that you will be able to love and make it your own. After I know your criteria, I will select properties to view. And also you can send me a couple of properties that you find by yourself in different softwares. But we are going to select the best and we are going to view those properties. We want to see firsthand the spirit, what I call the spirit of the house. If you don't love it, we don't offer. If you love it and it makes logical sense, and at the end of the day will be your decision, your agent is just representing you, advising you in this process. But the agent, myself, I will do whatever you ask me to do. So you say, Derek, you know what? I want that house. Let's make an offer. Well, then we negotiate terms and we write an offer to purchase. So in this part of writing the offer, you need to understand we are not gonna offer probably the same price that the house is asking. Sometimes we can offer less. Okay. In case that there's multiple offers, we can even offer more. So this will depend case by case. That's why negotiation is important, imperative in this time and in this stage. Also here, we are gonna write our offer with different contingencies. And it will depend case by case, but for example, the contingency of inspections or obtaining homeowner insurance or appraisals to, appraise at the same as the loan, or obtaining title insurance, or obtaining the financing, the mortgage. So what this means? Well, that means that when we make an offer, sometimes we say to Mr. Seller, hey, Mr. Seller, we want to buy your house, but if this condition it is not met, for example, if when we do the inspection and we hire a professional inspector to do this, we don't do it by our own. When we do the inspection, if we find something that we don't like, Mr. Seller, we have the right to retract from the contract, to break the contract without any penalty, without losing the deposit, without being liable for this action, you see. So there are different contingencies depending on the contract, in the case, but most of the time I will work for you to be able to cancel the contract if anything is funny, you see. If everything is perfect, we can continue moving forward and we close the deal. But if there's something funny, we get out, because at the end of the day, I am protecting your interests. So when we make the offer, The seller's agent may accept the offer, may deny it, or may counter. Okay. If they accept, they remove the property out of the market until everything else is conducted, inspections, financing, further negotiations, until closing. Okay. So if they counter, sometimes they say, you know what? We may accept your offer, but we are going to ask you a little bit more of your price. And if that happens, I sit with you and I tell you, hey, they told me this. What do you want to do? I give you my advice. I give my recommendation. At the end of the day, it's your money. You make the decision. That's how that process goes. So you may be thinking, Derek, that sounds good, but what is your duty in this process? What is your responsibility? Well, I am your realtor. A realtor is basically means that I am a member of the NAR, National Association of Realtors, and that means that I am licensed, in my case in Florida, to make these transactions and to make money, to earn a commission. And that means that I am subscribed to ethical standards to behave professionally to you and with other peers and with the other parties. So basically, when you choose me as to be your realtor, I will discuss your needs, your goals. We will plan together. I will help you to get pre-approved. I will show you the properties. I will keep you informed of what is new in the market because the market is moving every day, baby, especially here in Florida. The market is alive, baby. I will help you to determine the offer and which house may be the right one for you. I will facilitate the home inspection. I will negotiate repairs credits if that is the case. I will prepare you for closing, for the associating costs, and I will keep you updated in the process in every step of the way. I will give you clarity of mind, security. I will be an emotional wall for you in this process. You may be a little bit unstable. I will be equanimity in this process for you. Exactly what you need. That's why I proposed you to be I propose you to consider me as the realtor. So the power of pre-approval, I already told you a little bit about it, but basically this pre-approval will give you information about your financial condition, how much you can afford, okay? And this is very important because most sellers doesn't accept offers if you are not showing them the pre-approval letter, okay? So they ask this in the offer. What they will, the lender, what they will ask you? Well, they will ask you probably for your W-2, 1099s, tax returns, bank statements, investment statements, net worth, okay, credit card statements, everything that a lender may ask you, that you will do with them. It may be a smooth process, so be relaxed, go through the process, and everything will work right. Where you can find houses? Well, you can find it all over the place on internet, but I recommend to go to my website, derekisrael.com, derekisrael.com. There you will see my real estate listings, and you will see some of the Coldwell Banker, my brokerage listings, and that may be a good area to start searching for a home, but as well, you don't have to limit to these houses. You can go by your own, search a property, you send me the property, and I give you my advice and I negotiate the deal. And as well, I will be searching the property. We realtor have access to what is called multiple listing service, MLS, and that is like a huge marketplace only for realtors in which we see properties that no one else see. Basically, like, this is the insider information that we have in order for making good deals for our clients. So it's kind of a amazing dynamic market that I will be sending you houses that fit your criteria, and we will find the perfect one for you. So when we talk about home preference, I need you to be thinking about what features exactly you want in your house. Like, do you want a swimming pool? Is that important for you? Maybe you want a garage. Maybe you want 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Maybe you want a kitchen that it has a certain material. Maybe you want a certain location, a certain community. Maybe for you it's very important the security. Maybe for you it's more important the entertainment that is surrounded by clubs, by bars, by cinema. I don't know. What are your preferred features, community-wise, neighborhood-wise, inside the house wise? If it is a condo, do you prefer a single house? That means that it's not attached to another one. Do you prefer a villa? Do you prefer a mobile home? What do you want? If you don't know, I can help you to establish those criteria in this process as well. So when we're talking about making an offer, I will make sure that we offer the best that is gonna benefit you. But also, that is maximizing the probability that will be accepted. Okay, I will not offer something that I know that they will not accept or that is not gonna start a conversation. So we need to be intelligent in this process. But what things I will take into consideration? Well, I will take into consideration how long this house has been in the market. If the price has been reduced, those are very strong points to reduce the price offering. I will make CMAs for you that basically is, hey, I will bring you comparisons, comparables, properties that we can compare to this one that we want to see, hey, if this one closed for this price, how much I can offer to this one. If this one didn't close for that price, maybe it's too high. So maybe we need to offer a little bit less. So I will do that research and analysis for you, because our decision cannot be only be based on emotion, although emotion plays a good role. Our decision also has to be based on logic, analysis, data, because we are talking about one of the most important investments of your life here. Okay. So other things that I will take into consideration is what furnitures, what features this house has, and everything will be taken into consideration to make the best offer as possible. So when we choose a home, what we'll do? Well, the first thing that we will do is to start with a title search. That basically is all the documents that makes you the owner of the house. We need to make that clear, safe, and that they are clean. They don't have any lien. They don't have anything funny in them. That's a simple explanation. You don't want a title that you own money. For example, that the property owns money. For example, they hired maintenance, maintenance work. The past owner didn't pay them. Those company put a lien to that property, and once you are the owner of that property, it's your responsibility to pay them, even when you are not when you were not the owner of that house. That is a lien. So when we have the title, the document that says, hey, you are the owner of this house, this property, we want it to be clean. We don't want to have anything bad on it. And you will know because the title search is a research on that, and it will tell you everything that you need to know, and I will help you interpret that for you to make an informed and a clean shopping or buying. The home inspection, it will be conducted by a professional inspector that will evaluate the major systems in the house: AC, heater, roofing, plumbing, electricity. Those are the 5 big, great systems, because everything else is visible and we already view the defects when we went to see the house. But they also will see some defects that we didn't see, and they will give us a report. And with that report, we can make further negotiations, and we can say, okay, the house is perfect, let's move forward. Or we can say, uh-oh, I don't want this because I just noticed that the roof is damaged and I don't want this house now. So that is very, very important in the process. The appraisal. This is a licensed appraisal that is selected by the lender, that he will tell the lender how much this property is actually valued. So this is the ideal. The appraiser will appraise the house exactly as the price that we offer and that they accepted. And if that happened, everything is good. If they appraise less, either the owner of the house, the seller, has to flex a little bit in the price and go to the bottom, or go a little bit down for exactly what the appraiser value the house, or you as the buyer must compensate the difference in cash, or both of you can meet in the middle. So this sometimes happen, but it may not happen. Some of the time, if we make our work good enough, the appraisal will be very, very similar in the price that we are offering to pay, because we did a CMA, we did a comparable market analysis, and we kind of noticed that this was, or concluded that this was the price. So it's gonna be very similar and no problem. The final walkthrough is basically after everything is done, you have one more day to see the house, that everything is good before closing. And the closing cost is when you are signing, well, you will have some closing costs there. You have the loan origination fees, the mortgage insurance, some of the taxes, depending in what time of the year you bought the house, title insurance, the recording fees and stamps, hazard insurance, and more. So you will have closing cost, down payment, okay? And you will have also a deposit that you give to the house. So for you to buy a house, you need to have a little bit of cash, okay? So I don't know exactly how much do you have. You will discuss that with the lender, and the lender will give you a very realistic conclusion and opinion on the price range that you may be looking, according on how much you have saved for this catch expenses in buying a house. Oh my God, this has been a very a very cool explanation, huh? So basically, at the end of the day, every document that you will be signing, everything will be managed by a transaction manager. Everything will be safe. Everything will be legal. Everything has been assessed by a legal representative. All the contracts. So everything, at least with my end and with Coldwell Banker, will be flawless. And everything will be recorded in the transaction manager for you to be able to recover the documents if they are needed, even after some time happen after the closing in the future. And finally, let me talk about the buyer representation agreement. And basically, this is a contract of a commitment between you and me to find your almost perfect home. This contract basically means that I will be accountable to you for representing you, to guide you expertly in the real estate transaction, to property search for you, to support you in the negotiation process, and to safeguard your interests, to be ethical in the transaction management, and also to be accountable and diligent in all of the process of your home buying. As well, this document details how I will earn my money, how I will earn my well-earned commission that most of the time is paid by the seller's side. Most of the time, the seller pays to his agent and to the buyer's agent as well, but these also have some um, specifications and it has some conditions. So I will explain better this part in our meeting for you to be clear in all aspects of your home buyer process. This part of the buyer representation agreement is very important because this guarantees a mutual commitment and diligence to fulfill your ultimate goal for home ownership, and it make us work as a team. So if you think that I can assist you in your home buying goal, process, and successful result, well, then hire me as your agent. In the description of this video, you will find my website, my phone number, and you will find as well forms that you can fill for me and my team to reach out and to conduct a meeting. If you are in Florida, I can be your realtor. My name is Dr. Derek Israel, and I'm affiliated with Coldwell Banker. I hope that this video was informative for you, and I hope that you feel your dream and achieve your desired results of home ownership and living your greatest life and dreams. Thank you.